Hello and welcome everyone. I'm A Squared Gamer, and we are back with another day of Crusader Kings 3. Yeah, my internet was a little choppy there while I was posting that I was going live. So I had to refresh my YouTube page and repost that I was going live. Um, yeah, it's hot. Today it's hot every day. It's the middle of summer, so of course it's going to be hot every day. But that is why I forgot to unmute again. That is why I've been streaming later and later, because I have to wait for the sun to go down before I go into the streaming room, because my little AC unit that I use is not cooling the room down at all. And rather than come in here when the sun's out and it's blazing hot, I'll just leave the AC unit on all day and then come in after sunset. Which in my part of the world at the moment is the sun has set, and so that is why I've started stream. Ooh, that is loud. So yeah, let's get right into it because it's gonna be a short stream. So I figured I might as well stream since I didn't stream yesterday. So get some stream in. 10 messages. I think that's just because I started the game. So let me try and clear out all the unread messages. Quote unquote unread. There you go. Now I've got 0. I am currently swaying my wife. My second wife. And that's about it. I remember there wasn't much going on. So let me unpause and let time move faster. We're just waiting for some more prestige. And that should help us get to illustrious. And once we're illustrious, we can found a new kingdom. Oh, was this not swaying her? No, this is learning her language. Okay. As I'm reading loudly from the Scythian book that Mahila Nazila sent me a while back, I notice a whole host of servants snickering at me. Please, don't stop reading, the servants giggle. He was just about to show his graceful feat. We need to know if the Prabhu and the launderer end up together, or if that harlot gets between them again. Am I reading something lewd? Curses. Guards, rid me of this blasted book. Lauded loud reader. Everyone does like me more, but I'm spending prestige. You dare laugh at me? Flog them all. And that one gets me dread. I already have plenty of dread. I don't need more. Or, oh well, I suppose it is educational in a sense. And I get erotic novel connoisseur. Connoisseur. That scheme. 5 days faster per phase and basic sense. Success is 5% more. It's currently at 85, so it'll get it up to 90, I guess. But 85 is high enough. I don't think I have to care about that. If there were no better options, I would choose that, but I think I would like lauded loud reader because my people do not like me. So I want them to like me, and it costs all the same prestige. So let's have the guards get rid of that book. And now time goes on. Ananta wants to pay for a hook, and we do not pay for hooks. And thankfully, because we don't pay for hooks, the people who were not paying for a hook on a hook, we're not paying for a hook on, they like me because I didn't, blackmail them. All in time. My grandson Purbu has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Greatness comes in time. Be there to grasp it when it does. Yes, opportunities always come in time. And that will make him patient, which is what he has become. I could change it if I wanted to. He must never forget the part others play in his greatness, makes him generous, or he must be taught that hard work always produces results, and that makes him diligent. So he is currently working on intrigue. Patient gives you +2 to learning, but doesn't really hurt anything. Generous, +3 to diplomacy, but yeah, it doesn't really hurt anything either. No, well, it does lower monthly income. And what about diligent? Ooh, diligent is much better. Yeah, diligent is the best of the three. The only thing that could make me hesitate is the fact that generous is a virtue for our religion, while diligent is not. However, I'm not a zealous person, and so I will teach him that hard work always produces results. That's 34 stress for me because, you know, I have to be involved in a child's education, and that is always a stressful endeavor. But, you know, I was completely stress-free before, so that's fine. This one, I will repair it for 38 gold. Yes, very low durability. Oh, you know what I should do? I think my niece is an adventurer. She's a genius. Her husband has 0 traits, but their child inherited his mother's genius. Yeah, so I will give her the detailed maps. Yeah, she could use that because detailed maps are only good for adventurers. So I will give her the detailed maps. And now the detailed maps no longer belong to our house. I don't know why, because she's still part of our house, but now she has that artifact, and that made her like me. Ooh, I have a comely courtier. That is good to know. Let's look at our children in our court. See if there's anyone that needs educating. Gawa does. She developed a charming personality, which means she is only interested in learning about diplomacy or intrigue. So her base diplomacy is 2, base 0, base 1, base 0, base 2 learning, and base 0. Diplomacy and intrigue. Yeah, so she will be focusing on diplomacy. That will be what she will be educated on, which means she needs a diplomatic educator. Ooh. Really? 16 is the highest? Well, that's not good. In that case, let's go through the list of our courtiers. Sort by age. Let's try and marry some very skilled people into our court. Sure. There's only 4 inheritable traits. There's only 20 available fertile. So let's sort by all, even if they're not fertile. Now, 37. Diplomacy. Is she fertile? She's a lunatic, but 37 diplomacy is tremendous. Yep. She is honest, which is a virtue. She's trusting and compassionate. Ooh, this guy's wrathful. He's the religious leader, but being wrathful is a sin to our religion. Arrogant doesn't like humble. Zealous doesn't like cynical. So she's neither of those. Wrathful doesn't say what she doesn't like, but maybe these will say. Honest doesn't like deceitful. Trusting is fine. Compassionate doesn't like sadistic. Okay, so they have nothing not in common. So I will marry them, even though she's of a different religion. Excellent. But now that she's married to my religious leader, will she convert? Nope. It's at minus 27%. But yeah, I just wanted her in my court. I didn't care about anything else. Because now that she's in my court... Ooh, I can go back to that little girl. Where is she? There she is, Gawa. And have her be educated by Choki. Because we need the best diplomat educator available. And that is Choki. So send that proposal. And then no more kids need educating. My player heir. It's this little boy. He has 0 traits. So we need to betroth him to someone with all the traits. Fertile and inheritable. Because this is the mistake I've been making so far. I've been marrying my own children for alliances, and then I've been marrying my relatives for their traits. And I should have been doing that in reverse. So this 20-year-old is comely and quick. What is this? Stuttering. Okay, that's not good. Beautiful. There's 44 characters. She's beautiful. We get an alliance with this Raj. He has 2,500 soldiers. And they're the same age. He's 2, she's 2. This is my niece. She's robust. Now, the only thing that competes with beautiful is Amazonian. So what's this alliance? Only 600. I mean, if I can get someone who gives me a trait and an alliance, I'm obviously going to take that. This is slow. Okay, it looks like, of all the things I saw, this girl, which is her father. Yes, the Amazonian. She is the best option. So where is she? Where is she? There she is. So we will set up that 600. Oh no, that was the wrong girl. Hold on. It wasn't her. It was this guy's daughter with 2,500. So it's this one. The beautiful one. Beauty helps diplomacy and fertility. So that's good. How do I go back? Here it is. So I'm looking for Malavia Devi. Let me sort by age. Malia, this one. $2,500 soldiers. That's a good alliance. Yep, that all looks good. Send that proposal. Now we get an alliance and a trait into our family. Next step is what? Wall, can I torture you? You have 2 relationships. Okay. And ransom is only for a hook. Okay, I will torture you instead. Why complicate matters? There's nothing like the good old rack. The sound when bones and sinews snap is quite unforgettable, but not as unforgettable as the pain Wall is soon to experience. He's already a lunatic. Had to be done. And this betrothal was accepted. Excellent. So now we're allied with these guys. And that's good. What does my dark insights look like? I'm getting 2 prowess. So I can keep torturing. And I'm getting 1 intrigue. So I can get 3 more prowess and 4 more intrigue. And we just learned we can get dark insights from the same person multiple times. We just need to torture. It doesn't matter if it's the same guy that we're torturing over and over again. And so I will keep him in prison. Meanwhile, she's been here for 13 years. This lady does not like paying ransoms. Because this kid has been here for 15 years. And it's the same lady that would be paying his ransom. Oh no, it's this lady that would be paying his ransom. Yep. But neither one of those 2 ladies think my 2 prisoners are important. Which is unfortunate for me, especially since I cannot torture these guys because they have plenty of family running around. This one only has his mother and his grandmother. His grandmother still has a bunch of siblings though. And his mother also has a bunch of siblings. Yeah, so it's best to leave them untouched. %. It's gotten worse. Okay. A brewing troublemaker. While I have come to expect mischief from my son and heir Lingpa, his creativity keeps me on my toes. When it is not a prank, it is a brawl, a disgruntled tutor, or grazed knees from an adventure gone wrong. Never a dull moment. Oh, so he gained the rowdy personality. Let me pause. Because that means now I can educate him. Rowdy people are interested in learning martial or intrigue. So the base diplomacy is 2, base 0 in martial, base 1, base 2 in intrigue, base 3 in learning, base 1. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be an intrigue character. Although... this is my player heir. The last thing I want to do is have to play 3 straight intrigue characters. So you know what? I'll teach you martial instead. I haven't played as a martial character yet. And then he needs... should I educate him myself? What is my martial? It's only 11. But I would like to be able to control his personality. Ooh, but the religious leader, 15 learning and 15 martial. You know what? If I have the religious leader teach him, maybe his personality will not be that bad. So let's have the religious leader be responsible for that. And maybe that will make him like me more because he's been a guardian to one of my relatives. My son and heir. Yeah, so I get... he gains up to 25 opinion of me. He'll get 5 per month. Let me turn my fan on. Okay. So that is that. But I remember there were a bunch of 2-year-olds. So that my son becoming 3 means someone else should have become 3. There's 3 other 2-year-olds. They should be turning 3 any moment now. This one's... yeah, they're all part of my house. We shall see. Oh, I'm learning the language. The lure of poetry. Ah, Tea by the Lake by Yenna of East Tokharistan. Truly a great collection of Scythian poetry. A most peculiar villain. A lord is not without wisdom, a mocking parody awaiting schism. When such a man is seen to exist, we all hope they get deadly cysts. Perhaps I should try my hand at poetry too. Ooh, I can gain the poet trait. Diplomacy per level of fame +1. 67% chance I become a poet. 32% chance that I spend 75 prestige. That's a learning challenge. Maybe I should recite a romantic poem for Kula Devi, who's already plus 78 opinion of me. And this option would give her a plus 20 opinion of me because I'm flirty for 20 years. Which should be the remainder of my life. And she grows closer to forming an intimate relationship with me. We are currently friends. No, I am studying. I do not have time for frivolous activities. And the Learn Language scheme gains base success chance plus 10%. But it's already at 85, so I don't really want to deal with that. I mean, again, I would choose it if I didn't have the chance to gain the poet trait. Because I prefer getting the poetry collector modifier on our scheme over getting 20 opinion from her. I really don't care about the opinion. So I would have chosen this option if I didn't have this option. Learning challenge to get me a poet trait. And the 67% chance of success if I go to my console and I go to my wife, who is currently assisting ruler. If I have her instead focus on patronage, that gives me +2 to learning. And that should now increase the success chance to 71%. So let me pause real quick. I think I will try. And I find myself quite talented. Now I'm a poet. And she can go back to assisting ruler. And where is the poet? Oh, let me unpause the game. Oh, no, wait. I already see it right there. Poet. Stress loss plus 10%. Oh, and I have a new intrigue perk. Perfect, perfect. We are 1 away. Unlock. Once we get Schemer, I will switch over to the learning tree and go down the whole of body branch. to try and get some health boosts to try and survive. A little longer. For now, though, that twice schemed means I can now have 2 hostile schemes going on at the same time. I currently have 0. And the reason I have 0 is because a lot of my courtiers do not like me enough to get involved in my schemes. Yeah, there's a lot of minuses there I'm seeing as I scroll. What about my subjects? Two of the 3 do not like me. Although this one is my niece-in-law. She's married to my nephew. And she's pregnant. Perfect. 2 months pregnant. As soon as she has a child, I will no longer be at risk of losing that land, because currently her primary heir is this guy, who's an adventurer, the leader of an adventurers camp. So if she dies, the land, this county of Aso here, will go to him. And since he's an independent adventurer, that means it will be lost from my kingdom. It will no longer be part of Amdo. But now that she's pregnant, her child will be one of my house, because this is a normal marriage, which means the children will take the father's name, and he is a member of my house because he's my nephew. And 2, her child will then become her new primary heir. So if she dies, her child will take over. So 2 good things. Meanwhile, the other guy that doesn't like me is this guy up here. I think that's because I murdered a lot of the members of his household. I don't know, it's because I demanded his conversion is part of what's doing a lot of it. And I'm a tyrant. If I got rid of those 2, I think I wouldn't be in the green, but it wouldn't be at minus 100. He is not married. So what if I arrange a marriage for him with a member of my house? Senma here. Wozer's daughter. Oh, she's one of the products of incest. One of the 3. Okay, so then I have Senma marry him. Ooh, he will not accept because he's of a different faith, which is part of the reason why I demanded his conversion in the first place. But he said no. So then who's this guy? They share a grandparent? I don't even know what they share. Can I just revoke his title? I can only take 1 county, and it would be an act of tyranny because I don't have a good reason for it. Plus, he'll rise up in rebellion with other vassals, but I think I've fixed that problem. The only other vassal who doesn't like me is this lady over here, but she's pregnant with my grandnephew-in-law, I think is how you would say that. I don't even know. Go to the council. He's finding secrets. In 35 days, I will switch him over to support schemes, and then I will try to do some more scheming. got quick. He didn't get the fecund from his mother, but he got the quick. Okay, so this kid is... Garko. His primary title should not be Garko, it should be Kozohoma, because Kozohoma is the de jure capital of the petty kingdom of Konyi. Oh well. I have a claim on the crown of Ekadzati. This is actually really good. Who's holding it? A peasant leader who is currently having a peasant revolt in Manken. And he's winning it. Which is great, because if Manken becomes independent, Nanking becomes independent, I can immediately attack it. He's actually really good too. 22 martial, 14 prowesses. Okay, it's good, but it's not great. But he's brave, ambitious, and gregarious. Those are great stats for a ruler. Yeah, but let's hope he wins that peasant revolt. My Ari family. I raised my hand to call for Sangye from across the hall, yet my daughter only returns an embarrassed glance before rushing off. My own family has been turned against me by that cocky churl, Purohit Uzana. He has taken up a habit of whispering lies in my relatives' ears whenever they go to him for spiritual guidance, claiming that I am a wicked Prabhu and that Siddhartha cursed our house. I too have a few things to say about him, which is a diplomacy challenge. Ooh. 50-50, and if I lose it, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of opinion of me. Or would a public show of contrition help? That would just make him like me, but my family would still dislike me for that. I will not let a Purohit undermine me. Scorned clergy for 2 years. I guess I'm going to have to take this 50-50 chance. What's his diplomacy? It's 11. Meanwhile, mine is 11. That's why it's a 50-50 chance. But if I were to go to my consul and have my wife go from assisting ruler to court politics, that will give me +2 in diplomacy. So now my diplomacy goes to 12. It was 11, but that's because she was assisting ruler, so she was already giving me a +1. And now if I go to this option, it's a 57% chance of success. Let's see if I can gain that 75 prestige. They refuse to listen to me, so everyone loses opinion of me. Does that mean he has to die? I do like him because his stats are really good, but that might mean he has to die. We shall see. I'll leave it alone for now. My son. My wife Nazila has given birth to a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? It'll be the first Sumpa name that repeats, as we always do. And as always, I forget whether something repeats or not, because this culture has a lot of different names. Kushin, I think, repeated, but I'm not sure, so we'll keep going. Zing? No, that didn't repeat. Konchuk definitely repeated, so that's your name now, Konchuk. May you grow strong and wise. Ooh, wait a minute. That actually screws me. We're not paying for hooks. But now we can have him be responsible for supporting schemes. And the reason that screws me is because now our succession is out of whack. Now Konchok is going to gain the petty kingdom of Konyi. So I have to give him something else. But you know what? Is Concho... He's intelligent. That's perfect. And she's quick. So the two children I've had with her are actually pretty smart. What does my military look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, can I become celibate? Guess not. I have no factions against me. And now I need to be scheming a little. Now that I have all of these perks, I should be able to fabricate some hooks now. Let's go to this guy who's been annoying me. Let's fabricate a hook on him. Moderate. What about on his wife? Oh, she's in debt. That's not going to help me. What about on his primary heir? She has no money. Her husband has 88 gold. What about on him? He is a gambler. I can abduct, but I cannot fabricate a hook. Because he's wandering? Wait, he's my nephew? That's right. He's taking over his song. He's the primary heir. Okay. Ooh, Gouguet has fallen apart. Oh, no, it hasn't. I was just clicked into it. What about Mahipalid? He's in debt. Tamara. They have 153 gold. And Maharajas, which are kings, are more likely to pay more, but it's difficult to fabricate hooks on them. What about Pala? Has 117 gold. It's moderate. Vigrahapalid, he's a Maharaja, and it's easy to fabricate a hook. So let's do this. 5 months per phase, so we will be balanced. 2 success chance agents, 2 scheme phase length agents. And now, whew, and this is the problem. A lot of people refuse to join in. His antiquarian is willing to be the infiltrator. That's a 22. Prabhavati's a 28. His antiquarian would be a 15 footpad. So she's not going to be the footpad. How about for thief? And outcast? Prabhavati's already going to be doing something else. And so is she. So who else? Siyama Devi. Okay. So I think I have figured it out. First and foremost, the antiquarian of this Maharaja needs to be the infiltrator. She's a 22 there. So that's 22 days faster. So now it's 4 months per phase. Then the footpad will be Prabhavati, 27 days faster. So now it's 3 months per phase. And our counselor is supporting schemes, correct? Yes. So now we need the thief, who is going to be my wife, my lover, not my wife, my lover. That's 27% higher. She's at 62, and now the outcast will be Siama Devi, 23%. So that'll get me up to 85. We have 4 advantages. Each phase will take 3 months. So we have a 10-month grace period. Once the grace period ends, the secrecy of the scheme is only 70%, which means if they discover something is happening, they'll give me a breach. Right now we're at 0 out of 5 breaches. Each breach will reset a lot of this progress. It'll lower the success chance, and it'll make the phase reset back to its max, which is 3 months. If I get 5 breaches, the scheme will fail and it'll be abandoned. So for now I have 3 phases before the grace period ends. Maybe 4, depending on how long the 3 months is, whether it's a full 90 days. Oh no, it's only 68 days, which is technically 2 months and a week. But I guess it rounds up to 3 months. But yeah, 68 days. Which means I should have 5 more phases, which means I should be able to get to 9 advantages. Maybe 10 before I can execute. And the reason that's important is because if I only execute it with 5 advantages, 85% will be my success chance. However, if I execute it with 10 advantages, I get a plus 5% boost to my success chance. And since it's only at 85, I would like to get it a little higher. As much as I can, anyways. However, the fact that I cannot get too many people to join in my schemes means that if I want to make another scheme happen, then I need to marry people with high intrigue into my court. So let's go through my courtiers again, just like I did with this lady with 37 diplomacy. And now let's find some unmarried people and get them. Ooh, she's pregnant. That's perfect. Maybe the child will be pretty or handsome, boy or girl. Or maybe they'll be hale. So that's good. Can I demand his conversion? No. Can I demand her conversion? No, but I have a hook on her. So if I use that hook, it's only a 21% chance she'll convert. Not worth it. Let's continue on our way to see if we can have some intrigue, high intrigue characters marry. Ooh, yes, my sister. Her husband died when? 936. We're in 942, so he's been dead for 6 years. Okay, we should be back. Refresh your page. If you can hear me but can't see me. Well, before it crashed, I just noticed that my niece had died of mysterious circumstances. And I'm curious about this guy. He's Herculean. My niece had no traits, and their child has no traits. But let's get her grandmother, my sister, her mother. Let's get her married. Someone with high intrigue. They don't need to be fertile. So none of this matters. Because she's already 52. She cannot have any more children. So that's 870 available characters. T-Shrot here has 32 intrigue. I could get 31 diplomacy, 27 martial. He has 12 prowess. Is not good enough. This guy has 16, but he's 62. This guy has 19. And he's loyal. Ooh, this guy. He has no traits. He has 25 martial and 20 prowess. .23 prowess. He's gallows bait, but he's strong. Oh, he's someone else's marshal, so he probably will not come. This guy's 21. He's someone else's marshal. This guy has 20 prowess, and he's no one else's anything. He's just a courtier. So let's set up this marriage to have him come to my court. He's more than half her age, or less than half her age, however you do the math. She is more than double his age. That's a better way to say it. So let's make this matrilineal so that he'll come to our court, send the proposal, and then my sister can enjoy the end of her life with some young companionship, shall we say. Excellent. And now this guy should be in our military. Yep. He pushes Drakpade here out. Who's married to Wozer? Yeah, he pushes her out. Or him out. This guy's intelligent. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is perfect. And then let's go back down the list. And now that we got that out of the way, let's find some intrigue characters, which was the goal originally. Senma, my sister, just got married. Got my Devi. This is my wife, Prabhavati. This one I just married in. Can I demand her conversion? No. We need to find some unmarried courtiers. Shelly. Oh no, he's a guest. How much would it cost to recruit him? 25 gold. Ooh, he does have 25 intrigue. You know what? I'll pay for that. We'll recruit him. He's of my religion and of my culture, so let's recruit him. And he gained 50 opinion on me because he's grateful I recruited him. And now let's arrange his marriage. Find him a spouse. Let's see. Do I clear all this out? He only has 20 characters. What if unpause, let the game calculate for a few days, and now we go back to it, find him a spouse, still only 20 characters. 14 diplomacy, 17 martial, 16 stewardship, 16 intrigue, 20 learning from Tech Gen. The only ones with inheritable traits are members of my family, and I do not want to marry them into this random courtier. But he has 25 intrigue, so at least he's good for that. He'll stay unmarried for now. Darafang is fecund, his wife is comely and robust, and yet they cannot have a child? What is this? She's already 41. Why are they not having children? Their children are very important because those are the ones I'll be marrying into my house. So that's an unfortunate happenstance. Dawa is beautiful, her husband is comely, and their child is comely. Okay. Senya here, my former son-in-law, married my oldest daughter, but then she died in a siege. And then I married him to Dawa. Oh, okay, yeah, Dawa. And then Kurdi Varman. He is Herculean. The child is not Herculean. Oh, he's the guy who was married to my niece. Okay, so I need to find him an Amazonian wife. He has 28 available characters that he can marry. None of them have traits, except for the ones that already belong to my house. 14, 17, 16, 16, 20 learning. Yeah, it's the same 20 people plus 8 more, I guess. You can stay alone for now. Fong is my sister-in-law. She married Zappa. This is my wife who is sick. My brother, Wozer, Deki, my niece. Sangie, my daughter. Yes. This guy is intelligent. So that my daughter's children, one is quick and the other is also quick. Then Choki I just married in. Xiaoyang is married to Deki. He's quick. She's quick. Their daughter should be, yep, intelligent. Should be quick, but it can intensify into intelligent. So that's nice that it did. Thima's my brother-in-law. Oh yeah, I just married him to my sister. I married my daughter to this guy because he's intelligent. And then Danamava, 18. He has 23 characters. Is it the same? It looks like it's the same list. Sum of all skills. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like there's not a lot of people that I can marry. My son is married to this one, which means for her to be the primary heir, these three have to die. And so do their children. Fortunately, there's only one child. So there's 4 people that have to die in order for her to become the ruler of Guge. These 3 siblings and 1 child. Yeah, but that's Zappa. Nuba is 12. So this is the player heir of Pagan, or the heir of Pagan. So I can marry a member of my house. Is Gawa Deki's daughter? Okay. Okay. No, they will not accept. What about his second son? And then I can kill the first one later. Kawa? Oh no, he'll accept this one even less. Oh, because the father actually likes this kid. He doesn't like the other kid. Okay. Man, these people get betrothed young. Oh, I already have a member of my family betrothed into this family. Never mind. I betrothed my daughter to this kid. Why? In order for him to take over. These 4 would have to die. And these 2 kids would have to die. She's pregnant, so her child will also have to die. Oh, that's a lot of killing I'd have to do. Never mind with that. How about Tisupala? He's 11. And he's a bleeder. 22 characters. It's the same 20 plus women. This one's my daughter's doctor. And she's friends with my sister. Oh no, this is not my daughter's song here. This is the other song here. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can marry anyone into my court who's intriguing. So I guess we can only have one scheme going on at the same time. What is this? The Queen of Guiyi would like to marry her grandson to Nuba. Will not result in an alliance. And it is patrilineal. This is the primary heir. And then... how is this kid related? This is his dad. He's not related on his dad's side. He's related on his mother's side. Okay, so the liege... Doan is his mother, which means the primary heir would be his aunt. Yeah, so that's not worth it at all. Let's continue on with our scheme. Unconditionally. As I lean over the map in my chamber, a sudden creak turns my head towards the entrance. My daughter Donkar appears to be at the threshold, running like the wind towards me, shrieking hugs. She leans in close and seizes my hips in a firm hug. What is this warm feeling in my chest? There, I lose 17 stress. I wouldn't know because, you know, stubborn, callous, I'm intriguey, and so I don't know what it's like. I'm a murderer. Torture. I'm not the kind of person that would know what this warm feeling is. Okay, High Chiefess Shifan of Axe won a war against Jikong for the county of Kilian. Jikone is the daughter of Duke of Kilian, who died. Okay, so she was at war with the Duke. The Duke died during the war, and she became the inheritor of the war. Oh, she took Kumkoi. Well, ain't that a bitch? Those were her allies, and she just... Okay. This is why this person is a bad person. So Kumkoil is gone. Ooh, I have a dynasty legacy. Right now we're going down the blood tree. This one gives us a chance of inheriting good traits. Convergent blood reinforces the congenital traits that the parents already have. So that's good. We will unlock the convergent blood. Cost us 750 renown. We currently have 757. So we unlock that. We're down to 7. And our next legacy will come at 1250. The reason we're going down the blood tree is because chance of inheriting bad traits goes down. But the one we really want is architected ancestry, where I can select a congenital trait to become more common in the dynasty. And if we can, I would like to have genius, so that we have more geniuses born in our dynasty. Currently, how many members are in our house? 42 living members. Let's look at the family tree. I want to make sure that there are no branches that were cut off. So this was the first character who started our house. And now every branch should have children. Ooh, Diki, my granddaughter, that's right. Or my daughter, she died at 17, but that's fine. What I really want is to make sure that these guys' lines don't ever die out. These first generation, or I guess second generation, because the patriarch was the first generation. But these second generation Kirongs, I want to make sure their lines never die out. So currently, no one has died without children. This one died, but that's fine, because this guy decided to marry someone matrilineally. So his children are not of my house. So even if that branch of this branch dies out, I'd be fine with that. He's 15. Oh, she's betrothed to someone who's imprisoned. Why did I betroth them? He has the lover's pox. So let's break that betrothal. Can I do that? Oh no, she is in Song. She's not in my court. This one died in childbirth. And the child did not survive either. That's sad. Zenji had 2 daughters, and now this daughter got married and has a daughter, so hopefully his tree, his branch, can grow a little more. She's also married and is pregnant. Why is she? Oh, because he's intelligent. And she's intelligent. So this child should be intelligent. Might be a genius. Let's have her give birth to this child. She's 8 months pregnant. Let's invite her back to court. Have her give birth to this child in my court. Because this person is someone else's marshal. So he doesn't actually have any power. I think the reason I married her to him was to have him come to my court. But it did not work out. Matrilineal, okay, that's perfect. And then Nima's branch are now adventurers. They have their own adventurer camp. Senma's branch is the most successful aside from my own. Senma here had 4 children. And then Wozer, of course, had these 3 kids with this kid, with my brother. So Zappa's branch is still going because it interconnected with Senma's branch because he had children with his niece. But yeah, it looks like everyone is procreating. So everything looks good. They're about to have a child, right? Yeah, she's 8 months pregnant as well. So they're about to have a child. Muir is betrothed to his cousin. No, this is Muir and this is Zasu. She is his uncle's granddaughter. I don't think I like this betrothal. I cannot invite her to court, but I can invite him to court. No, I can't. I don't like that. Who did she marry? Why is her kid not of my house? She's intelligent. He is not. Yeah, my siblings are not very good at making marriages that are advantageous to our house, is what I've come to learn. But that's fine. I'll just marry these people back into my house at some point. They can marry their... What is it? It's not cousin, is it? No, because this is her cousin. And then this would be cousin first removed, maybe? This is her dad's niece. This is her dad's cousin. This is her dad's second cousin. So then would this be her third cousin? I don't know how that works, but it's far enough that maybe if I want to marry them back into our line that I can. Ooh, pendant arrived at my court. That's perfect. Because now she's 8 months pregnant. Her child will be born in my court. Did her husband come? He did not. Ooh, wait a minute. The lieges. That's why I married them. I should have paid more attention. Because if this guy dies and his children die, then Pendon's child will be the heir. Because this guy will be the heir. But now Pendon's in my court again. With her 24 intrigue, I should be able to create a new scheme. Does Pendon like getting involved? She does. And she's really good at it. She's an evil blackguard. That's why she's good at it. And I have a hook on her. What is this hook? I can demand payment if I have a hook. No, but I can imprison her. She schemed against me. Okay. That is good to know. Pendant gave birth to a daughter, a genius daughter. Perfect. Now let's go with the first name that repeats. And Chick Mom might have repeated. Tub 10 I think did. Or was the other one Thub 10? I think it was Thub 10, so that might actually be a different name. Oh, there's Tub 10, so definitely repeated now. May you grow strong and wise, Tub 10. She's a planner at 0 years old. If I go... Oh, someone's trying to kill my niece pendant. That's not good. Now let's go to the children. Let's pause because we have a few children now that can be educated. Donkar, my daughter, is 3. She's charming. Diplomacy and intrigue. Base 1, base 3, base 1, base 2, base 1, base 1. Okay, so she will be an intrigue character. And she needs an intrigue educator. It could be me. I am the best, but I want to leave myself for now open. And so let's give him to my sister-in-law phone. She also has 30 intrigue, but she only has 8 learning. I have 14, that's why I'm better. But yeah, phone can teach her. And she gets +5 opinion, maybe because she's guarding my relative. Up to a max of 15. And now we will look at the other children. Ziwa is the only other child that can be educated at the moment. He is rowdy, which is martial and intrigue. Base 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. He's got 1 in martial, 2 in prowess, and 2 in intrigue. So should he be martial or intrigue? Who are his parents? Sangi, my daughter. So he's my grandson. You know what? What's your brother? Your brother is intrigue, so you can be martial. Base 1 in martial, base 2 in prowess. And then the alternative would be base 2 in intrigue. Yeah, let's go with martial. Martial for Ziwa. I think that was it for children. And I think that's it. Oh, Lure of Vendetta. The hole my niece attacks death has left in my heart remains. Cloud open each time I think of her foul killer, and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logic of revenge dominates my thinking, fueled each night in fitful dreams, where I see Lamgonza and all this house, racked by the same grief of my family endures. Could the rumors be true? Was this provoked by a broken betrothal long ago? I can reciprocate the feud and he becomes my nemesis. I have 25 opinion of him. And her house gains house feud. Attack. Ooh, she was an adventurer. She never got married? She was betrothed to that guy who was a really good husband. But the betrothal must have never happened. He becomes my rival? Her. She had a child named Pungse, after Pungse, who was named after his dad Pungse. Jeez, they just same name. No originality there. But this kid should be the new player heir of her. He must not be old enough for the game to realize it, but this house has 10 living members. He killed my niece, so I think it's only fair I kill his whole house. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. We're engaged in a brutal feud between our houses. We became rivals, and a feud broke out between our houses. And so first and foremost, it's hard to murder him. I cannot abduct him. Okay, it's hard to murder you. That's fine. Let's kill your wife. That's also hard. Let's fabricate a hook on her. Can I declare... What are they at war at? Can I go to the defender and join in his war? I cannot. Well, can I declare war on this guy? How do I not have a Casus Belli on him? Our houses are in a feud. That makes no sense, game. Let me unpause, let a couple days go by. And now, I still cannot declare war on him. This house has 10 members. This guy's imprisoned. Wait, he imprisoned his own son? From his concubine? Is that the reason why like, what's the reason for imprisoning him? Okay, this guy's a bad guy. I wish I knew how to kill him. Can I see their armies? That's the peasant uprising that's happening. Can I see any other armies around here? I have 240 soldiers. I would like to attack them. How about her? Can I kill her? Nope. Can I kill any of her siblings? Ooh, this one's easy. Oh, she's her daughter, but not his daughter. I want to kill his children. She's difficult. She's difficult. Killing his children is difficult. How about his children or his siblings? Oh, he uses his sister as a stooge. What is his personality? He is not a good guy. Righteous opportunist? I don't think he's very righteous. How about this one, his personal doctor? I don't want to kill her. I was trying to fabricate a hook on her in order to have her then be involved in killing him, but I guess not. Wait, he married his mother? He married his mother, his stepmother. Yeah, she used to be married to his father, the first, and now she's married to the second. So he married him. Yeah, this guy's not a good guy at all. I have to do something with this house. I just don't know. We have a house feud, so I gotta start killing people. How about you? Can I imprison you? Yeah, 80% is really good. I'm already at 100 dead dread, so I don't care if I gain more. So let's imprison her. No, but this child's only 0. You know what? I'm just gonna have to let that go for now. He became my nemesis. I'm gonna have to let that go for now. Senma down here got compassionate thanks to my wet nurse. Learn language. Lexical love. Oh, my dear Sumnang, you really are learning, my beloved Scythian. I feel so appreciated. You're making such an effort to understand me, Mahila Nazila says, widening her stance. Can I help you in any way? Teach you some words, perhaps, she says. I'll take any help I can get. We start flirting, and I gain motivated by love. Or I fail. She thinks it's appropriate to start your lessons with words such as terpsichorean, transmogrify, and lugubrious. Yeah. I'm stubborn and I'm callous, so having her teach me will stress me out. Thank you, but I'm doing just fine. She's flattered and gains 10 opinion of me. She's at +3 currently. Or how do you say meet me in my bedchamber naked? Yep. Let's get it on. She gets closer to forming a closer relationship. Yeah, because right now I have a lover who I'm not married to. She's 58. Poor health. She inherited the city from her mother, but she has no children, and so that'll be the end of that. These two cultures have hybridized, Oguz and Sogdian. Where is that? I think that's up here somewhere. Yep, Dukakid. In the Dukakid Shah Dome. Meanwhile, we need 3 more advantages. But we only have 1 month of grace period left. Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to get. Ooh, Mahila got pregnant from me flirting with her like that. Hopefully it's a daughter, because I don't think my kingdom can take me splitting it up any further. 2 sons is enough. So Mahila's pregnant. And then I'm not going to be able to get 10 advantages before. Or maybe I can add a lookout. Let's add a lookout. Pendant can be the lookout. That'll get me to the max. 95%. And now we can wait until we get 2 more advantages. The grace period will end, but we'll have 95% secrecy. So hopefully we don't get a breach. Yeah, grace period is over. And we still need 2 more advantages, which will take us 4 more months. Sanya here converted to our culture. Her child is still not the primary heir. I don't like that. Ooh, okay, hold on. Looks like I don't have to kill. I can kill, torture, cuckold, rob, or win a war against them. And so, you know what? You obviously like this former stepmother because you married her. Ooh, but she has the lover's pox. I don't like that. Do you have a secondary wife? You do not. The daughter has the lover's pox? She's only 10. He has the lover's pox. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that this 10-year-old was born with it. Because otherwise, I do not want to know how she got that venereal disease. Your 10-year-old daughter getting the same venereal disease you have. Okay, your 6-year-old daughter also has it. But your other 6-year-old daughter does not. Nor does your son. He is the son of your your concubine died. I was going to sleep with her. To cuckold you. But she also had the pox. Okay, looks like I cannot. Is there any member of their house who's just like wandering and doesn't have a position? This guy is wandering. He's a eunuch. It's very easy to murder him, but let's kidnap him, torture him, and then murder him. Yeah, so each phase is 59 days long. So let's just focus on success chance agents. We don't really need phase length agents. So we finally found one. Because we need our feud score to go up. Is that listed somewhere? Nah, I don't think it's listed anywhere. Oh, wait, we do have a house modifier here. Okay. So the footpad needs to be someone that'll get these 59 days down to as little as possible. Ananta, my spy master, will lower it by 24 days. But then the muscle will be my son-in-law here, or my former son-in-law, my current marshal. And then 2 thugs. It'll be him and Dawa can be the thugs. And then the muscle will be Kurt of Arman. Which means the footpad can be Ananta, my spy master. So let's have him be one of the thugs. We're at 66% max. Then the other thug will be Dawa. We're at 86%. And then the muscle can be Kitty Barman. But if that's the case, can I remove this thug? We're still at 95%. And now the footpad will be my spy master that reduces it by 24 days. So now each phase takes a month. One of my champions and my spy master will be involved in this scheme. A gift fit for ... The hustle and bustle is palpable palpable among the traveling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant and would make a lovely gift. As I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewelry, I hesitate and lean in for a closer look. Perhaps one of these would brighten the day of my cherished Kuladevi or Nazila. It's one of my two wives. A torque, fit for my modest Kuladevi. And Kuladevi here gains bejeweled for 10 years. And 40 opinion of me. She's at plus 82. Nazila's only at plus 23. And Nazila's a treacherous villain, so it's better to get her on my side. This one, my primary wife, is just a dishonorable follower. I had to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, so Nazila becomes bejeweled, or I settle for one, and I buy both. What if the gift of my company is enough? It only costs, I say only, but 100 gold is a lot. So I think I can only afford one. Let's buy this stupendous ring for Nazila's sensible frame. Now she's at plus 63. If your wife is a villain, it would behoove you for her to like you. That's all I gotta say about that. A scheme at court. Someone's trying to kill Xiao Yang, my nephew-in-law. Stop this villain. Mistress Jetsun is scheming against my niece Pendant. Oh, she's the stepmother / wife of my nemesis. Can I throw her in jail? I can't. I knew. Can I get a weak hook on her and then use that hook to have... Are we back? Yeah, it looks like we're back. Okay, so I'm just going to let the trader be known to all. And now the scheme against Pendant has minus 39% because that agent drops out. I assume all these schemes are coming from... There are 2 murder schemes on him. Wow. Thungni, what did you do? Married to my rival and wet nurse. Mother died of cancer. That sucks. Anyways, I assume the one doing all these schemes against my house is my rival house. A ruler. Oh, so this connects to the last event, which was a gift fit for ... and this one is a ruler. So it's a gift fit for a ruler. My dearest Sumnang, it's so good to see you. I watch you as you dutifully rule our realm and would like to assist in any way that I can. She looks over her shoulder. I may have... Well, let's not dwell on what I did in the matter, but what I will say is that a mutual acquaintance owes me a favor. A silent breeze moves through her hair, and I can't help but gaze at her stupendous features, attempting to etch them into my mind. She tilts her head and looks at me expectantly. I am more interested in you, my sweetheart, and she becomes my lover. Or how did you... Never mind. Please enlighten me. And she provides me with a hook on one of my subjects. And gains 10 opinion on me for 10 years because I relied on her. So yeah, I don't need her to become my lover. I'm already 58 and I already have 2 sons. The last thing I need is another one to divide the realm when I die. And so, let's try and get a hook. See who it's on. It's on my brother. Rather than demanding payment, which would cost me 50 gold, or it would give me 50 gold. His health is poor. He's infirmed and obese, so he's probably gonna die soon. And then Punksa here will take over. Punks is married to her, who for some reason does not make her son her primary heir. But yeah, I will change your contract instead, because your son will inherit your title, and along with it, he'll inherit your contract. So if I change your contract, I think it'll give me more money. Raise your taxes to high. It's an act of tyranny. Never mind then. I'll just demand the payment. Give me the 50 gold that it cost me to buy her a ring, and she gave me the hook that now gives me 50 gold. So it's like I gave her a ring for free. Or it's like she bought her own ring. There you go. We're just waiting for these schemes to pop. Okay, we have 5 advantages, but we're not at 95% yet. So we cannot abduct him yet. Meanwhile, we have 9 advantages up here in this scheme. Tim and Wrong died. Choked on Quincy-induced pus? Who took over Garco? Okay. What happened with all his other children? Okay, she is her brother spy master. And then the youngest, my niece, unlanded. Okay, so I'll invite her to my court. My niece here. Raise her in my brother's stead. Why does my sister-in-law hate me? Because I'm a tyrant and because of her religion and culture. Their children all inherited my culture and religion, correct? Correct. Okay. Yeah, so he choked on Quincy-induced pus, but I don't know what that is. Quincy-induced. He was my chancellor, though, so that's not good. Now I need a new chancellor. So if I sort by diplomacy, this guy's got 15. He's the best. It's not good. By powerful vassal, I only have one. Can I marry him to a member of my family? About my niece, he will not accept because they're of a different faith. I knew that. I have no one with high diplomacy. Okay, that's an issue. Let's see if we can marry Oh, she would have been the perfect one. But let's see if we have an unmarried woman. She gave birth and her son did not have a trait. Is there an unmarried woman in my court? It's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. It's gonna have to be my niece Nuba here. I need someone with high diplomacy. Make them fertile at least. And maybe with inheritable traits. Oh, that's only 20 diplomacy. Forget the traits. Honest, trusting, and compassionate. So they have compassionate in common. She's also calm and arrogant. Arrogant doesn't like humble. So yeah, this guy, he already has the August trait, which is part of the diplomacy lifestyle tree. And he has the diplomat trait, which is also part of the tree. Yeah. And he's a guest at someone else's court, so he doesn't even have a position. So let's get this marriage done quickly. He's lowborn, so he can marry matrilineally. Send that proposal. He is 18 years older. She's only 13. So will he come to my court? He did? Oh no, wait, that's another one. This is me inviting my niece to come, and she brought her whole family with her. She's betrothed to this. Wait. Oh no, this is Nuba. He's accepting the betrothal. So now I'm gonna invite him to court. I cannot. Meanwhile, my niece just arrived. And she brought her mother with her, Data Devi. Data Devi is definitely unmarried because her husband, my brother, just died. There she is. My sister-in-law. So let's find her a spouse. Doesn't have to be fertile. 363 characters. Govinda Chandra has 28 diplomacy, and he is honest, compassionate, and calm. Righteous empath. Yeah, he's really good. Matrilineal. And then let's see if he comes. Yep, he's my courtier. Excellent. And now he's also my chancellor. It's perfect because he has a 4-star gray eminence. He doesn't like me though. Yeah, he can help her get over the death of my brother. Wasn't even a full month. It was, I think, 2 weeks after that she married him. So that's good. Get me a new chancellor. And then what schemes am I currently working on? I'm learning the language. Right. 6 more months until that one. Meanwhile, I have to wait until this gets to 95%. I don't know if it will. But even if it doesn't, I can wait for the advantages to build up. Because the phase length is very short on this one. On this one, I have to pray I can get through these next 53 days without a breach in my secrecy. Because I just need one more advantage before I can execute it. Ooh, I got 3 messages. Nothing actually new. One more month left until I can execute this scheme. This scheme is up to 92.9%. So I think I'm going to execute it now. Or should I wait? I think I'll wait. Betrothal. Kumarleb would like to marry my courtier. Sogio, daughter of Tsogio, who's the daughter of Timinrong. Her mother. She's in my court, right? Yes. Died from smallpox 2 years ago. She has 2 daughters. And they're both in my court. Ooh. Yeah. Let's break this betrothal. He loses 30 opinion of me, but that's fine. He's my nephew. Pungse loses 30 opinion of me. That's not fine, but he'll still be in the positives. Yeah. So I stopped that inbreeding danger before it happened. It's a good thing about being able to invite her into my court. And then her daughter Tsogio. Not exchanging hostages. That just adds to my prestige. Actually, maybe I should exchange. For now, though, this 16-year-old. Let's find you a spouse. You're a genius. Are there any geniuses out there? Fertile. That's 1,300 available characters that she can marry. So let's find geniuses. And there is one genius available. He's sadistic and chaste, which is really bad. But at least he's patient. Ooh, 21 stewardship, 23 learning. He's really good. Analytic villain. What's her? She's a content zealot. She's honest, generous. Is genius a virtue? Why is it glowing? I don't know, it glows for him too, and he's a different religion. Yeah, he's the only available genius, so we're gonna marry them matrilineally, of course. The chance of children is low because he's chaste, and that's what I don't like. Lowers his fertility by a quarter, 25%. Does she have anything that would lower her fertility? Nope. Either way, they're both geniuses, so the children they have will be geniuses as well. So let's send that proposal. And then this guy with 21 stewardship and 23 learning can take over should Pungse die as well, because I don't think I have anyone to replace him either. I know I do. My brother Zappa here also has 21 intrigue. But other than him, I got nothing. Okay, so then that... Oh, wait, I got intrigue going on. It's at 92.9%. It grows by 13.9% per phase. So let's give it one more phase to get it to the max of 95 before I execute this one. That's 12 days. And then in 25 days, this one should get the 10th advantage. Okay, so they're married in holy matrimony. Excellent. Good thing is, even though the chance of children is low, She is 16 and in good health. So they have plenty of time. Meanwhile, he's 29. So they have plenty of time to try and get a couple of children out. Okay. One more phase went by, and it looks like it's not going to get higher than 92.9, so we'll execute this scheme now. Seize the moment. Highway attack. My agents tell me that Yang is traveling with the Cabo. I have arranged for some brigands to interrupt his little journey and make sure he arrives here instead. Soon he'll be at my mercy. Or no, the risk is too great? No. I'm stubborn, so that would stress me out. Yeah. Let's try and abduct him. Yep, it's successful. The brigands did their job admirably, and Yang is safely in my hands. So now, it becomes common knowledge that I abducted him because, he's in my dungeon. So that should be obvious to everyone. I hope he likes his new quarters. And now that I have kidnapped him, 13 days left until I can execute this scheme. But what I want is to find someone else who does not have a position within this house. I got Dom. What about Doma? His daughter. Would she be easy? No, because she's at his camp. Yeah, that's his daughter. And then she's a follower of his. So it'd be very hard to abduct her, but it would be easy to murder her. It's unfortunate I'm not going to be able to torture you before you die. Oh, but you're already a murderer. Who did you kill? You were the one who killed the Attack! Oh. I definitely want to abduct you, even if it's going to be difficult. I want to murder you. How difficult will it be? Even if it's hard, I want to do it. So let's focus on success chance instead of phase length. Ooh, you were the one who killed her. I definitely want to take you out. She is his half-sister? No, not half-sister. Yeah, half-sister. She is his half-sister and also his stepdaughter. And this is why incest makes things so bad. One of the many reasons why. But yeah, she is my nemesis's half-sister and his stepdaughter slash half-sister. Yeah, so let's start the scheme. Even if it's gonna be very hard, let's kidnap her. Because you're the culprit that started this whole feud. Because, I mean, he was feuding with me, but I was just ignoring him. I was like, yeah, you do whatever you want to do. You do you, I'll do me. And then, we just keep going on our own separate lives. But then you had to go and kill her. And that got me to start the feud on my end. So now let's kidnap you, the instigator of all of this. Like I said, the footpad doesn't matter. I'm willing to wait, even if the phase lengths are long. I'm willing to wait to kidnap you. Ananta would be the best, but the Gyalpo of of Guge, he's willing to get involved as well. 24 for Ananta, 21 for him. So then for Muscle, yeah, and then for Thug, that captain's own Keshi. What's a Keshi? A bodyguard. Okay. So I can use his own bodyguard as a thug. Which means Ananta. No, not Ananta. I'll use my neighboring ruler, even though it's 3 days slower. It's only 3 days. Right now it takes 77 days. So this would bring it down to 56. Ananta would bring it down to 53. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Yeah. But let's not use my own people if I don't have to. So the Gyalpo of Guge will be the footpad. Now each phase is 56 days long. The muscle. Well, first the thugs. The thugs will be my marshal and that guy's own bodyguard. That gets me up to 90. So then the muscle can be only 5%. One of his followers, Shahid the Brave, will be the muscle. Let's first see if Shahid the Brave could be a thug. Let's see, Shahid the Brave. And maybe his stats will be higher here. Nope, his stats were 16 over there. So let's have my marshal go back to being the thug. And then the muscle will be Shahid the Brave. Oh, he's a 14 here. Either way. It was not as high in thug. So he can be my muscle. Oh, that's at 95%. Max. The potential's at 95. Currently it's at 55. But it goes up each phase. And I think that's why it's very hard, because I don't think it's going to go further higher than where this green line stops. But yeah, I want to capture you, even if it's going to take a long time. So we're just going to have to do it, even if it's going to be difficult. Let's see, one more week. Perfect. We can now execute the scheme with 10 advantages. So that means we can execute it with confidence, and that adds 5% to the final success chance, which is 85. So with executing it with confidence, it will now be a 90% success chance. And it failed. Well, now we're just going to have to abandon this. It was a 90% chance of success, and it failed. What about Chaklik up here? They have 27. Karashar has 181. That would be very hard. Churchen has 50. That would be very easy. So let's fabricate a hook on you. 3 months per phase. We'll have 2 phase agents. Phase length agents. Let's see here. The infiltrator. Prabhavati. Or her own son. Her 16-year-old son. He's the youngest son. He's willing to get involved. That doesn't bode well for her. He'll be the infiltrator, and then the footpad will be her Discalados. What position is that? Is that a religious leader? And her chancellor is willing to get involved as well. Okay. And then for thief and outcast, Pendant is a 31. Her religious leader, I think, would be 30. And then for outcast, her religious leader would be 24. Pendant would be 24. Okay, so the religious leader will be the thief. The infiltrator will be her son. And the footpad will be the religious leader again. Kitty Varman. Okay, so let's go with the infiltrator. We know that's a guarantee. It'll be her son. Now each scheme is 67 days long. So now the religious leader will be either the thief or the footpad, which means the outcast is guaranteed. And that will be Pendant at 59%. Okay. So now we need 36 from the thief. And yeah, so thief's going to have to be the religious leader, because he's the highest, even though it's only 30. That gets us up to 89%. And then the footpad will have to be Prabhavati, even though she is, I think, 3 days slower than the religious leader. But yeah, so that's 40 days per phase, and I'm at 89%. So if I can get it up to 10 advantages, which means 6 phases. That'll give me an extra 5% boost, so this 89 will turn into a 94% chance of success. But to get 6 more phases, that's 240 more days. So this one is going to take a while. Did it not say it was very easy? Why would it take a while? Oh well, that's what's happening there. She is in Churchin, right? Yeah, the county of Churchin. Yep, so these are the 2 schemes I've got going on. Oh, I forgot. I have this kid in my prison. Wait, how did you get naked now? Bro. I don't even want to torture you anymore. Oh, you're willing to pay a ransom? Ooh, you can ransom yourself out for 100 gold. Albino eunuch. Well, that's perfect. We're not going to kill you because we're going to kidnap the other one, the one who started everything. But I'm still going to torture you. Everyone loses 75 opinion of me. I mean, no, his family will lose 30 opinion of me. But, you know, that matters nothing. Oh, his father will hate me from the house mood. That's not good. He married her from this house, and then when she died, he married her from this house. Yeah, so I don't care if he doesn't like me either. Torture him. And I gain dark insights. Perfect. When one can twist words for pleasure as well as myself, twisting them for harm is a simple matter. Taking out the long volume of poetry from my arm, I unfurl it, letting the scroll hit the floor and roll gently backwards out the door. Then I start my reading. Wait, what just happened? I'm torturing him with poetry? Or did I use his skin as paper and wrote poetry on it? Which one? He's not going to gain lunatic, but he does gain 100 stress. Had to be done. Scales tip slightly in our favor. Kirong is even with them. Okay, so we were losing before because they started it by killing my niece. So now we're even. But if I kill him, behead him, or burn him at the stake. If I kill him, the question is now, is it worth losing the 100 gold to gain a slight advantage? I could always abduct him again because he's wandering. He doesn't have a position. So you know what? I will ransom him out and take the 105 gold, and then we will try kidnapping him again. Let me unpause first. Let a couple days go by to make sure nothing happened while he was in my prison after torturing him. Nope, doesn't look like anything did. Let's ransom you out for 100 gold, and that should strip you of all your money. And now you're still wandering, but now you're wandering in my territory. He's gonna give me a hook. These ones have been in my prison 14, 14, and 17 years. They're not in prison, they're in house arrest, but no one is paying your ransoms. Meanwhile, this guy, I cannot abduct him again. For another 10 years, but I can murder him. So let's put a pin in you. You are the next murder target. For now, though, we have too many schemes at the moment. Should I just try and fabricate a hook on this person immediately then? Rather than waiting for the extra 5% boost? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can just execute this scheme instantly. Oh, 3 more days. Yep, let's seize the moment. Barbaric but effective. I threatened her. Act of tyranny. Subjects lose 4 opinion of me. That's not great. I do gain 41 dread, but I'm already maxed out at 100. So that doesn't matter. I gained a weak hook on her. And now we can demand payment for that hook. 50 gold. Perfect. And now this guy put a pin in. We will now murder you after setting you free. That is pretty cruel. We made you pay your own ransom to free for yourself, and then now we're gonna murder you. Yeah, but 38 days per phase, so we only need 1 phase length agent. So we'll focus on success. And then the infiltrator can be Prabhavati or Shelly. Let's see, the thug, Pendant, or Dawa. Then the assassins, my spy master, and one of my courtiers here. They're both at 27. Okay, now we need 6 more. Let's not use my niece. Shall we use my lover? Let's use my guest. He won't be connected to me. 95%. And then the infiltrator will be Shelly. I haven't used him in anything yet. 1 + 1 that he'll accept. Because he thinks there's nothing to gain. The target isn't a foreign realm. The target is in Amdo, which is my capital. Where are you? You're also in Amdo. That's just stupid on your part. Now you're just trying to come up with an excuse. But yeah, 10 days is all it's going to take to murder him. Meanwhile, still the same 20 characters that you can marry. "10 days until I can kill you." Okay. Oh, this one's up to 70%. We're slowly but surely making our way up. The green line has extended even more. Something must have happened to make her more susceptible to my scheme. Maybe from one of my agents. The only agent I'm using that is not... the only agent I'm using from my court is my marshal. But yeah, let's execute this scheme. Seize the moment. Assassin. 1 less Jatana Kozahoma to worry about. So this guy executed our plan perfectly. In the dead of night, he snuck through a gap in the roaming patrols, let himself into our quarry's chambers with a stolen key, and brought his wretched existence to a wet, gurgling end. So I can say justice is served, and the captain will go from my nemesis to my rival, and the feud will end. And we gain stalwart family for 25 years. Plus prestige, but also plus dread. The house has a reputation for giving as good as it gets in any dispute, and we lose the house feud. Or, this is only the beginning. I lose the stress, but I don't gain anything else. You know what? I'm going to go with justice is served because I'm not sure I'll be able to kidnap the lady who started it all. So let's go with justice is served. End the feud. Get stalwart family for 25 years. You stopped considering him a nemesis after the feud ended. Okay, the feud ends. I'm a stalwart family. Plus 5 natural dread, but plus 5 prestige per month. My dread's already maxed out, so there's really nothing I can do about that. And now I'm trying to abduct her. That scheme is going to keep going, even though the feud ended. I still would like to abduct her because she's the one who murdered my niece. Yep. We could have one more scheme now. Let's try and get some more money. Easy, but not very easy. 5 months. Yeah, that's too long. What about Gonzo? Ganjo. No, Gonzo. Also easy. Alright, you know what? I will figure out what my next scheme is next time. For now, I'm going to end the scheme here. Or the scheme. I'm going to end the stream here. We did accomplish a little bit. More than we have in most of the other streams in this guy's lifetime. He's been in charge now 14 years. Hasn't really expanded borders much, but we've cleaned up the mess from my father's death. Well, most of the mess. We still have 2 messes left, which is this lady here in Aso. For some reason, she's not making her son her primary heir. And then these 2 counties up here that are combined into one because they're both held by this guy. That's the county of Akengangiai and the county of Chumarho. These 2 counties. But those are the only 2 messes left behind from my father's time. So for now, I will leave it at that. Let's raise the volume a little. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to catch up on my previous run, the previous playthroughs of this run, you can catch them on my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to know when I'm going live next, I always post on my YouTube channel in the community post tab. I also post on my Instagram whenever I'm going live. So check me out on one of those 2 platforms. The tag is the same as my Twitch. It's at A2Gamer for all 3. I also, if you would like, post when I'm going live on my Twitter. But that one is at A2GMR. So give me a follow. I'd appreciate it on any one of those. For now, though, I will leave you to it. I'm not sure when my next stream will be, but again, keep your eyes posted on one of my socials, and I'll post when I go live. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is in your time of the world. Thanks for hanging out.